Well, I normally don't do video at night. It's dark out. Eh? Way too early for a sunrise. But it's time to check cows. Who are you? It's either 232 or 132. She's a big girl. She always puts big calves on the ground too. And they do well. I just thought I'd catch you a little bit of my night travels. It's kind of nice we got the heifers out of here now. I might not have to feed bales tomorrow at this rate. Depends on if the rest of them decide how hungry they are. Who are you? 924. She's a pretty good cow too. One thing about it lately, unless it's not raining during the day, none of them have spent any time out in that lot, which is a good thing. There's Amy, the closest one. She's kind of thinking about it. She's not really bagging yet, but I don't know. I think she's supposed to be one of the earlier ones. Interesting stuff happened tonight. I finally got to get in the shower and get cleaned up. I'm headed back out of Mom's house, headed back over to the trailer, and Becky calls me and tells me she needs me now. That usually means she did something and there's issues. She got a tooth, the crown gets stuff caught underneath the edge of it. Been that way. She busted the crown, they put a new one on, still been that way. Well, apparently she took a little nap, thought it was a chunk of food stuck there and swallowed it and got a gut ache. No, it was a blood clot because her gums were bleeding. Don't know why, but then we couldn't get them to stop bleeding. So we've been to the ER tonight. Of course, 20 minutes, can't get it stopped. Finally, screw it. All right. They can stop it at the hospital one way or the other. And literally by the time she got all the way in there, it was done bleeding. They checked it out. Everything looks good. All they can figure is either she had a chunk of food go down and poke something, or broke a blood vessel in her gum. Either way, stick a roll of gauze in there, bite down on it, and call it good. So, of course, what happens on the way home? She's got to talk a mile a minute coming home. And I'm kind of thinking, the bleeding stopped. Should you really be talking? But, me being a smart guy, I'm kind of thinking that and not saying anything about it. I should have told her to shut up. Because we got about halfway home and it started bleeding again. So she's got a hunk of gauze they gave her all rolled up and biting down on it. And she quit talking. So that's a good thing. A little loud in here with the rain. Can you tell? Okay, there's still two babies, although that one's kind of under the edge of the gate, but he can get up, I think. Yeah, he can get up. He better be able to. She chose down there instead of up here. Usually the calves will lay in that corner. And if the weather's nasty, they lay in that corner and a cow lays just down from them. They're protected as good as they can, but for some reason, a little bull calf likes down here. I don't know why. Oh well. I'm going to go to bed. Hopefully we find a sunrise for Wade in the morning, because I know he loves our sunrises. He sent me a picture of one of theirs a week and a half ago, I don't know. Very, very beautiful sunrise. He got an awesome picture. And the night he sent it to me again and asked me to pass it along to Shane, because he wanted to give it to Shane, but he couldn't get it to him. So I did my good deed for the day there, and I don't think Wade will mind. I might put that up there's a picture on the community page. And yes, I give credit where credit is due. I'll say it was from Wade. So I'll get you something tomorrow. Oh, Mama just moved a little bit. I walked in and the little boy was down there with his nose beside that tub, with his head up. I told him good morning, so what's the first thing he did? He walked right up. Oh, and she's gonna keep moving. There he is. That's his butt. He hit her right straight for the bread basket just because I woke him up. And she's just being chill this morning. She's like, yeah, you know, she doesn't have to be all antsy like the big girls on the other side of the gate who are just aching to get some grain. Well, anyway, made my rounds. I gotta go around through the dark alleyway here and kick the rest of the lights on so I can see the feed. I'm sure these girls will all appreciate that. Oh yeah, and the steers over here too. They kind of want some food too. If the dogs will keep moving in front of me instead of stopping. Let's see. I think it was Farming and Syrup made a comment about Grumpy. I'm not sure which one this is. I don't think this is Grumpy. No, that ain't Grumpy. I need to find Grumpy and get a shot of her, because she's still one of the bigger ones in here. Maybe I'll find her when I'm feeding. We'll see. And there's the last cow I got to check, and I don't see a lump on the ground there. So, oh, you can't even see her. That mini cow, mini moo we call her, Mini M. There you can see the edge of her pen. She's in here because she was lame. Had a rock wedge between her toes. Made a couple ridges between that were rubbing, and I don't know if she's got them knocked the rest of the way down or not, but she's better in here on the flat than she is out in the rest of it. And I actually did a reach around yesterday. Her udder's got a little muck in it, not a lot. It's just enough the teats are just starting to move a little. Now, she could still be any minute, any day, any week. Why? Because she's a silly old girl. Yeah, she's a silly old girl. That's enough BS. I gotta get to work. Jeez. Oh, wait a minute. Y'all seen that Amy cow? Talked about her, I think, in the first part of this video. That's her calf from last year. Right there. Not a slouch at all. And I believe that one is a tall, skinny, well, not real skinny, but tall, skinnier cow with the patches on her eyes that I've shown a couple times lately. I think so. And Grumpy's probably hiding because Grumpy's grumpy. I don't see her from here. The rest of the cab pieces cleaned up and painted. These two are the corner pieces. And those two were the mirror mounts. They don't stick out far enough to put the kind of mount I want to put on, but they'll get at least mounted to the cab. And I can block out from there to put a mount like we have on the tractors. And that piece goes over the top of the door to cover up the door track. So, hey, that part of my painting is done. Yeah, I did that one where it's at. That's why there's a tint to the floor. My arm isn't long enough to do that. Hold that up in the air. And I did the others mostly right over here. Can you tell? Door's out of the way over there. So I guess other than figuring out how to rig it to lift it, I guess we're ready to put it on. Get some help and hopefully do that. But it's about lunchtime, so I'm going to go for that. And I gave Becky a task earlier because this thing's about toast. That's the inside cab air filter off the Versatile. It's much cleaner than it was, but that stuff rots after so many years of being packed with dirt. So I don't think it's going to straighten up and work. We've got to at least find that same material or similar material. I don't know. So I gave her the task of doing that. And there's that wheel. It's got a little rough spot. I'm not sure where it's hit because it's smooth right there. And it's smooth right there, but it's got a little edge. So I'm going to carefully file that off. And I think I got a little chunk in the bearings, but it's smooth enough. A little lube in there will go a long ways. So I'm going to grab some lunch and hopefully here in a while do something with this. Guess what? It's still sitting there. We already figured I got to use the bale spear to get it up there to get the height. Problem is the reach. I need to extend one spear out. I need a piece of 6-inch or 6 foot long something that'll go over the spear, which I have nothing. So Ron and I, we just been brainstorming. We switched to really storming now. There's my fork extension I use on the pallet forks for reaching. If I had a couple inches of 5-inch channel, I could do another one of those about where that X is, because that ain't going to stay square on a round. It's going to roll, but it'll still be more than strong enough to do it if it was supported out there. I don't have any 5-inch channel. I have 4-inch channel and 6-inch channel, and it ain't going to work that way, especially where that's got a piece of 1/2 or 5/8 plate buried in it. I don't have enough thickness for anything to go through it if I use those. So I still got to get together with Tom, see if I can get in there tomorrow. Maybe he's got a piece of 5-inch channel. Then I'll just do that again down there. That will make a world of difference. Still hoping for another set of hands too, because when I get it up there, I ain't gonna be able to get out of the skid steer till it's unhooked, because I'm literally gonna be about right here. Not like I'm gonna have room to get out. And getting it lined up is gonna be fun anyway. You didn't see that. That's really the only green on this. I don't know why there's green there. We'll turn that so it doesn't show. There we go. Make Nick happier that way. There's no green showing, right? So that's the plan, I guess. So hope you all had a good day. Say bye, Ron.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, everybody.